Hello and welcome back to the Declarative Academy. In this lesson, we're going to clear up one of the most confusing areas for new admins, how Salesforce actually spots duplicates and what it does when it finds them. We'll unpack the difference between matching rules and duplicate rules, look at what Salesforce gives you out of the box, customize a rule to catch close but not exact matches, and finish with a hands-on build so you can do this confidently in your own organization. By the end, you'll be able to explain the difference between matching rules and duplicate rules, describe the features of standard matching rules, choose sensible options for customizing matching rules, create and activate a matching rule on contact. Matching rules versus duplicate rules. What's the difference? Think of matching rules as the detectors and duplicate rules as the decision makers. A matching rule defines the criteria Salesforce uses to say these two records look alike. A duplicate rule decides what to do with that signal, warn the user, block the save, and optionally log the attempt so managers can report on it. You manage both in setup and they work together every time a user creates or edits a record. How do matching rules work and what do the standard ones do? Salesforce ships with standard matching rules for business accounts, contacts, leads, and person accounts. These rules don't just look for exact matches, they also use clever techniques to catch natural variations. For names, Salesforce considers things like initials, phonetic similarity, and common variants. So, Margaret and Maggie can be treated as potential matches, and first/last names are even transposed to cover data entry slip-ups. Titles are compared as acronyms and full forms. VP is compared with Vice President. Addresses are broken into sections: street number, street name, suffix, suite, and scored, which is especially effective with North American address formats. The point isn't to memorize algorithms like Jaro-Winkler or Metaphone. It's to know that Salesforce can be forgiving enough to catch real-world, messy data while still avoiding false positives. And you're not limited to the defaults. For instance, if phone numbers in your org are stored inconsistently, sometimes with a country code and sometimes without, you can create your own matching rule that applies fuzzy logic so that both formats are still recognized as a match. If your org was created a while back, you may need to activate the standard rules you want. Head to Setup, search for matching rules, and activate the standard rules for the objects you care about, say, accounts and leads, so Salesforce starts detecting likely matches on create and edit. Now let's build one together to show the flow. We'll add a contact matching rule that treats the mailing street as a fuzzy field, useful when your reps type SW Barnes Avenue one day and Southwest Barnes Avenue the next. From Setup, search matching rules, click New Rule, and choose Contact. Give it a clear name like Custom Contact Matching, Fuzzy Mailing Street, and add a short description so future admins know why it exists. In the rules matching criteria, include the fields you want to compare. Keep exact comparison for stable identifiers like email, and choose a fuzzy method for mailing street. Save it, then activate so the detector is live. Detectors alone don't change behavior, your duplicate rule does that. You can include up to 3 matching rules inside a single duplicate rule, and you can have up to 5 active matching rules per object. In Setup, go to Duplicate Rules, click New Rule, and select Contact. Name and describe it clearly, then decide the experience. Do you want to warn users or block them? If you're protecting contact data, blocking on Create and Edit is a sensible starting point. In the Matching Rules section, select the custom contact rule you just made so the duplicate rule uses your fuzzy street logic. Save and activate. From now on, when a user tries to create or edit a contact that looks like a duplicate, Salesforce will apply your decision instantly. Alright, let's walk through this challenge together. In this exercise, you'll be setting up and activating a matching rule with fuzzy logic. The aim is to help Salesforce recognize possible duplicate contacts by checking both their email address and first name while allowing for slight variations in spelling. First, you'll start in Setup, search for matching rules. You'll start by creating a brand new rule, click New Rule, and you'll set the object to contact. give your rule a clear label. Call it contact with fuzzy logic. Salesforce will automatically suggest a unique name, but here you'll specify it yourself as contact underscore with fuzzy underscore logic. Next, you'll add the fields that this rule should look at. Begin with the email field. Choose exact as the matching method, which means Salesforce will only treat records as duplicates if the email addresses are identical. Be sure not to tick the option for match blank fields, because leaving that on would cause empty email fields to be considered matches, which we don't want in this case. Now, add a second field, first name. This time, instead of an exact match, select fuzzy, first name. This allows Salesforce to catch duplicates even if the first names are spelled slightly differently, like John and John. Again, leave match blank fields unselected so blanks won't trigger false matches. Once you've added both fields, save your rule. The final step is to activate it. Activating ensures that Salesforce will actually use the rule whenever it checks for duplicates on contact records. And that's it. You've successfully created and activated a matching rule that combines exact email matching with fuzzy first name logic, giving your organization a smarter way to catch duplicate contacts. Summary and key takeaways while you head back to Trailhead to verify your steps. To keep data clean, combine matching rules, how to spot likely duplicates, with duplicate rules, what to do when one's found. Use standard rules to cover the basics. Customize where your data is messy, like names, streets, or phone formats, and decide whether to warn or block based on the risk for each object. Round it out with reports using duplicate record items so managers can see what's happening and keep quality high. Thanks for watching. If this helped clarify the difference between matching rules and duplicate rules, give the video a like, subscribe for more friendly Salesforce walkthroughs, and drop your questions below. We're here to help you build a better understanding using Trailheads.